Rightio, we're cooking up some snags, and you'll see a nice blue flame under there, and no, it is not gas. It is running off dirty black old sump oil, and there isn't a trace of smoke anywhere, and our sausages are cooking quite nicely. So this was my first go a sump oil burner, and now you would think they'd make square sausages so they would sit on the plate properly and stay where you turn them. Anyway, yeah, my first go at a sump oil burner, and that is how clean the flame is. And at the moment that is using 1 drop of sump oil every 2 seconds. And burns extremely clean. The shed is shut up, there's no smoke in the shed, and this thing's been running for about an hour. You might see down in there we have some springs to keep it hot. Now I'm just dripping the oil in at the moment at the rate of 1 drop per 2 seconds, and that is why you see the occasional orange flicker of flame in there every time 1 drop of oil drops in. So the plan is next to build a stone that the oil can run through, like a filter stone, so we don't get no drops. Just heats up that filter stone, creates the gas, and it will burn even cleaner again. But the tripod looks a bit cockeyed. At the moment, like I said, she's been going for about an hour. There goes our compressor. Our compressor is feeding our compressed air in via that line there. We've got the regulator set at only 2 psi. It's only a small compressor, so it kicks in and out quite often, but we could do away with the compressor and simply use a small fan, and that would do the job very nicely. We don't need pressure at all. And you've got to admit that is a very clean flame for sump oil, mostly blue and very hot. So the design is my takeoff from another design, and recirculates the heated gas into a venturi, or some of the heated gas, and gets the flame inside very, very hot, which allows for total burn of our sump oil, dirty black sump oil. So I'm quite happy with it, very happy. And it works extremely well, and for 1 drop every 2 seconds, there's no other fuel in there, just a couple of springs in there that are glowing red hot in case it gets a flame out every now and then. It drops a drop in and blows it out, but it reignites itself because the springs are red hot, so that's why they're in there. There's no other fuel whatsoever other than the sump oil dripping onto hot bits of steel. So our sump oil dinner coming along quite nicely. reckon they're just about done. So I'll move you back here a bit, and we'll get our heat gun here, and we'll just ping the concrete underneath the burner. And the concrete, I'm surprised it hasn't exploded yet, because it's around 300 degrees. Now, we can shoot the casing, but as you see, we've pegged the meter, so it's over 400 degrees. Our sausage is sitting on 125, 130. But yeah, that's my little version of the sump oil burner, and unlike the other smoky smelly things you see, this gives a complete burn of the dirty old sump oil, and no smoke in the shed, no dangerous fumes. So that is a good sign that we're getting a very clean burn along with the nice blue flame in there. And once again, that is only 1 drop of oil every 2 seconds, so extremely efficient when we add in the what will we call it, the reburner. So that's what I'll call it. There you go. Anyway, I'm off to have some sausages, and so far so good. Next we're going to refracture some old sump oil, and we're going to collect some petroleum, or gasoline, as our American friends call it. Here we call it petrol, and then we'll get some diesel, and then some nice refined oil. And we're going to use our sump oil burner to do it. So everything we will be doing will be coming from our old sump oil. And we've got hundreds of litres of it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again, guys.